It's been almost a year since this pandemic started. I remember at the start of the quarantine when everyone was super scared. No one was stepping outside because all of them feared the virus. At one point of time, they were so scared that, no one was stepping out, and there were all these stories in the news about how nature is healing itself and all the animals are coming out. So, after seeing one long year of riots for the Black Lives Matter movement, the presidential debate, and also staying indoors for majority of this year, we come to the conclusion that life has to go on. One way or the other, we have to step out and we have to face this virus. But the thing is, at this point of time, literally all places have opened up. All of the public places, like public beaches, have opened up where this virus can be transferred from person to person. So I think this year was definitely a first for all of us, because this year we had to spend most of our major festivals like Christmas as well as Diwali all alone at home, because family gatherings were not safe at this point of time. Look, I understand that economies all over the world have to move on and people have to eat, people have jobs to do, but it just seems absurd to me that when this pandemic was fairly new, that's the time people are panicking. But now when this pandemic has, reached every corner of the world, now's the time people want to go out. Every single day, people's attitudes gets less and less serious about the pandemic. There's people out there who are actually protesting because they don't want to wear masks in public spaces. There's people out there who are barely maintaining any sort of social distancing. And it just seems like at certain places the pandemic is almost over because people are not taking any sort of precautions and they simply just stop caring. Especially in places like LA, California, where all these celebrities and public figures live. They were actually criticized for going outside and traveling during a pandemic because, it's absolutely not safe at this point of time. I understand that these public figures get a lot of hate and they are judged for every move they make, but when your audience is basically children, it's sending out the wrong message because they think that it's perfectly acceptable and safe to travel at such a deadly time. I know I'm not the only one when I say this, but I haven't met majority of my friends for almost a year now, and it gets pretty lonely, when I'm in quarantine. But this pandemic isn't gonna go anywhere anytime soon, so all of us have to stay home and stay safe. And it's still a luxury to have a roof over your head during these challenging times, so do make the most of it and stay safe. So being isolated for almost a year now, it has definitely taken a toll on everyone's mental health. And I just want to say that, whether you have online classes early in the morning or if you have to make a lot of PPTs for work, it's okay to take a break. Self-care isn't selfish. So if you are ever feeling, caught up in a lot of work, just take 5 to 10 minutes aside and just focus on yourself, because like I said, self-care isn't selfish, and make yourself your number one priority and your mental health matters. So with that being said, we now come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because we are so close to hitting 100 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, drop a sub down below. I really need to hit 100. It will really help me out. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.